Good day to all of you, my Morehouse brothers, fellow alumni, friends, and former students from all over the country, bridging many years. First, I want to check in on your well being. I certainly hope that you and your family are all doing well in the midst of these dangerous, unprecedented, and uncertain times. Brothers, I am also reaching out to you because these are some very unusual times, unlike any of us have seen before in our lives. As it relates to Morehouse College, we are indeed in very challenging times. We are all working remotely from the college and making every effort to deliver the best instructional services that we can to our current students. All things considered, we have managed fairly well, but there are some obstinate challenges for us to best serve some of our students who are not all as well connected and hooked into the internet and digital resources, especially because they study in the creative and applied arts that make vocal, instrumental, compositional, and theoretical learning a challenge in the virtual online environment. Notwithstanding, the Morehouse faculty, staff, and administration are fully committed to have happen for our students what happened for so many of us. I dread to think what might have happened to a Uzee Brown Jr. from a small rural town called Cowpens, South Carolina, had that not been a Morehouse College in my life. Morehouse has always been there for us, and I pray it will continue to be the beacon of learning and possibilities for generations of young men of color yet to come. Now, I am ringing the bell for all of us to know Morehouse is indeed at a watershed moment. Current estimates put the immediate impact of the COVID-19 virus at Morehouse at a deficit of around $7 million. The full extent of the pandemic's impact is yet to be seen, and we recognize that there will be many more challenges and uncharted territory ahead. Brothers, it's time for a reality check. The glorious institution that we know, that has realized so many successes, and that has survived the rigors of racism, wars, economic downturns, and at times meager support, even from those to whom she has given so much, is under threat. The good news is that the faculty and staff are guided by our committed president to do all that we can to ensure that Morehouse not only survives, but thrives, which means that we must be prepared to accept any number of sacrifices that affect the livelihoods of the college and its programs. Given the pandemic's widespread disruption, it is unclear how many students who are offered admission will enroll in the college in the fall. This, combined with an expected dip in the number of returning students and a decrease in international student population, will almost certainly lead to further budgetary shortfalls. Whether we are able to open for in-person instruction in the fall or expand offerings online until it is safer for our faculty, staff, and students, it is still uncertain as to the expected enrollment numbers, which are in fact anticipated to decline. The economic impact of COVID-19 will mean fewer families, especially Black and Hispanic ones, at the lower end of the household economic scale, will be able to afford college tuition. But in times of crisis, Morehouse men pull together to make the difference. And brothers and friends, this is the time to make your statement on behalf of our beloved alma mater. For me, there are most certainly fewer years of employment in front of me than behind me, but I want the best for Morehouse College well beyond my years. The Creative and Performing Arts Division embraces its mission to continue promoting cultural enrichment as a vital part of a liberal arts education. And in the words of our most illustrious alumnus, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., civilization is that complex of devices, mechanisms, and techniques by means of which we live. Culture is that realm of ends expressed in art, music, literature, religion, and morals for which we live. He further states that we must bridge that gulf and somehow keep the means by which we live abreast of the ends for which we live. We here in the Division of Creative and Performing Arts are working every day to ensure that there remains a place for all of those disciplines that truly humanize us, that there is room for music, the bands, and the Morehouse Glee Club, now in its 109th year. But brothers, we need your financial support. This is an urgent request in treacherous times. Please consider a contribution to Giving Tuesday now, because we need your help now. As Morehouse men, we can brave these uncertain times and thrive for another 153 years and more. But we can only do this with your help. Thank you in advance for your contribution, my brothers, and for considering Morehouse College and all of its very significant contributions to those of us who have been a part of our long and proud legacy.